수지 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 긴 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 뭐 사실 조금 때 같아 내 같아 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아 질리게 겪어도 사람 때문에 애 같아 이럴 때 보면 나도 아직 애 같아 살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've gotten off to the kind of start teams just dread. They've already dug a nice hole for themselves.
Well, they've assured that it'll be an uphill climb the rest of the way if they want to get into the playoffs.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Terrence Ross is out there with Gordon. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Oladipo in at the 2. Now here's Butler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Clippers ball. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lopez a screen. Schroeder kicks to Lopez. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Bledsoe. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Gasol against Lopez. Gasol kicks to Oladipo. Gasol setting the pick for Oladipo. Just 4 to shoot. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
To the right side. The 17-footer. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Butler. Lopez has got his second basket of the game. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bledsoe outside. Dishes it to Gasol. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Drops in the tray.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And the Clippers have possession. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Oladipo after the Clippers pick up 2. And he gets it to go.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, and you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Shooter passes to Love. He dishes it to Butler. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
And, guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
Now here's Schroeder after the miss from Pau Gasol. Here's Lopez. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Bledsoe. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he gets it to go. Here's Schroeder. 6-point game. It's a pick by Love. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Here's Crab. Guarded by Oladipo. Crab dishes to Lopez. Clock at 6.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lopez kicks to Crab. The feed to Butler. Takes it off the glass. Butler's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Pau Gasol. Now here's Bledsoe. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. There's a good screen. Oladipo for 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Butler against Ross. Young inside. Allen with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's Oladipo on the wing. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Utah.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it if you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Now, here's Bledsoe. They set the pick. Magic moving the ball around. Allen. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Ritter passes to Butler. Young, right side. From the line. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And, Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
No good from Bledsoe. Clippers leading by 7. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
When I had a chance to speak with Coach Scott Skiles, with this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Third is Jimmy Butler.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I would go beyond pretty good, Craig. I mean, they are special players at the offensive end. Impossible to defend in any kind of conventional way. I mean, you've got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
Here's AC. Dunleavy kicks to Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles leading by 6. McCallum dishes to Butler. .51 seconds left to play here in the first. That one goes. Count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Barea. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Bellinelli. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Young, here we go. No luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really...
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Clippers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
They've got Jimmy Butler, Robin Lopez out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Ray McCallum, and it's Bellinelli in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
And he gets the bucket. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Outside, Green. Orlando moving the ball around. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gasol.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Outside, Butler. Over to the wing. Bellinelli for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Bellinelli's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Magic trail by 7. Barea, the pass to Dunleavy. Green kicks to Dunleavy. Outside, Green. Here's AC. Feeds it to Dunleavy. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Crabs checked in for Jimmy Butler, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Ray McCallum. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Quincy Ace. Terrence Ross comes in for Dunleavy. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Green, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for J.J. Barea. The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
That's good from Oladipo.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
And what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Lopez a screen. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Oladipo. Now Bellinelli, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Los Angeles with another miss. Orlando's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Ross dishes to Gasol. Ross with a wide open look, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Bellinelli, wide open, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Bellinelli's got 5 points now this quarter. Bledsoe with it. Gasol a screen. Ross with room to shoot, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The shot by Bellinelli, no good. The Magic trail by 3. Bledsoe outside. He kicks to Gordon. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Oladipo, how his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Now here's Schroeder, guarded by Bledsoe. Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. And Bellinelli kicks to Love. Gets himself open and drills it. Love's got 4 points in the quarter.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
There's the screen. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Orlando, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. Third youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Pau Gasol. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Some hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game. And those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Screen by Young. Clock at 4. Shoots off the screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Young's got his first points in this one.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
And that one's good.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Marjanovic. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
They set the screen. Bellinelli passes to Schroeder. Young, a screen on Bledsoe. With the teardrop, Gordon with the defensive effort.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Back to Young. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Kings. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out the Clippers, 5 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Inside, here's AC. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Outside, Green. There's the dish to Barea. Green, the screen. Kicks it to Dunleavy. And there's the pass to Allen. Shoots from 14. That is good. Allen's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Green dishes to Dunleavy. Allen kicks to Dunleavy. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And Young kicks it over to Schroeder. Screen by Young. Inside, here's Butler. And Young slams it home.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged two.
And the first half comes.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 8 points and 2 assists. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside, and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good attack in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
They're giving up way too many.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Here's Oladipo. Here's who Scott Skiles is starting the second half with. Bledsoe is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Gordon. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low. Clark, third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Butler kicks to Love. Can't get it to go. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Oladipo. Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's the pick. Lock at 6. Bledsoe passes to Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Lopez has got his third rebound tonight. Schroeder kicks to Lopez. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. From 11 feet away. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 8 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Was on the wing. No good on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. Another miss by Orlando.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Schroeder kicks to Butler. He feeds it to Lopez. Schroeder passes to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. If you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
That's good from Lopez.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Outside Gordon. Bledsoe outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark, jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunk, something special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Ross has got 7 points.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handles. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shots.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. 5th on the list, the Magic.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And here's Schroeder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's Love, top of the key. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster or an echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up, then he's down. Look out below.
Gordon dishes to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gordon. And that one goes long.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Been a good night so far for Butler. He's got 8 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Gordon kicks to Bledsoe. Down low, Gasol. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Oladipo. Clock at 6. Schroeder kicks to Lopez. Here's Love. Again, Love missing. The Magic trail by 4. Ross passes to Bledsoe. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to Oladipo. Back to Gordon. Ring shot on the way. That's good. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. Teardrop shot. Knocked away. The shot will not go. Gordon with the defensive effort.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bledsoe kicks to Gordon. Back to Bledsoe. On the wing, Gordon. Up top, Bledsoe. Bellinelli is covering. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's a pick by Love. Schroeder passes to Butler. There's the pick. He dishes it to Schroeder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass it to Bellinelli. No good from outside.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Ross with it. He's picked up by Lopez. From the baseline. And the shot falls short this time.
And Orlando's offense could struggle at times, and there were some low points last season. The big one happening when the Knicks set a record for the fewest points in an NBA quarter.
They set the screen. Bledsoe dishes to Gordon. Off target from outside.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Lopez. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Lopez has got 10 points in the game. The Magic trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. And it's Schroeder missing. The Magic have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. No good from Bledsoe.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And now a chance, Kevin, to see how the last month has fared for the Clippers. 3rd in steals, 3rd in fast break points, and they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And you look at all those steals. I mean, they play an in-your-face aggressive style of defense. Even advancing the ball can prove to be a challenge, and they tend to feed off of that.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup, against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Now the feed to McCallum. Here's Crabbe. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Green. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Green's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
Butler on the wing. To the paint, McCallum. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Clippers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
And McCallum drops them both. Now here's Barea. Lets it go. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Young out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Alan Crabbe. Then it's Ray McCallum. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Butler. Banked in off the glass. Butler's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Here's Green. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. And McCallum kicks to Young. Feeds it to McCallum. Screen by Young. McCallum, the pass to Young. Nice work there coming off the screen. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Outside, Green. He kicks it to Barea. Here's Dunleavy, defended by Butler. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Gordon missing.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Butler attacking. Here's McCallum, guarded by Green. Now Butler. Barea pulls it in.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And Green gets it to go.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Lopez, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Ray McCallum.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Gordon dishes to Ross. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Schroeder with the ball. Gasol covering. Young, a screen on Green. Schroeder kicks to Young. Again, Young missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Gasol a screen. Gordon kicks to Green. Green missing again.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. He's still bageled in the second.
And Butler gets it to go.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Outside Gordon. The dish to Gasol. Fades. Second shot opportunity. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Grab the pass to Schroeder. Here's Lopez, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Bledsoe, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
In the second half, they've made more of an effort to get it inside, and I like that. Be intentional. Be direct. Be aggressive. Force that ball in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Love's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Oladipo's checked in from 12 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
They set the screen. Bledsoe right side to the paint. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Love with the screen on Bledsoe. Right side, Butler. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Oladipo outside to the wing on the left. Takes the 3. That's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Schroeder kicks to Love. Lopez a screen. To the middle. Up off the screen. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 6 assists in the game. Here's the screen. Bledsoe outside. And Oladipo, here we go. Bledsoe against Butler. A baseline J. No good from Bledsoe.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. Schroeder passes to Butler. Kicks it to Crab. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. There was one thing he stressed above everything else, and that was getting the ball into the low post. That is where their points can and should be coming from in his mind. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the 2 big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Bledsoe dishes to Oladipo. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Bledsoe for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Lopez kicks it over to Schroeder. The pass to Love. Butler against Oladipo. Crab. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. And there's no doubt about this one, playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Magic.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for Butler. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Love kicks it over to Schroeder. Lopez a screen. Back to Love. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here is Bledsoe. Ross for 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one.
Kevin, you guys had a
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. That's not for...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on, everywhere I go putting on, putting on, putting on, everywhere I go putting on. Putting on, putting on. Everywhere I go, putting on. Putting on. What you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Everybody in the team mean. Green Bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only up a short scene. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one door on the floor going up, though. 3-point points to the dunk, though. Me and Shove, though. My city, been turned up from the jump, though. Boy, from the land till I die. Till I die. On the east side till I die. Till I die. Rockin' that wine and gold till I die. Till I die. In the hood, I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. What you want? I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul, your score.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they look at this as a great chance to grab another road win. They know they're the better team and come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. Last game for the Pelicans, they ended up losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan, and they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Monty Eunice. Alec Burks is out there with Brandon Knight. Then it's Paul George, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Now here's Knight. Left side, George. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Wall against George. And Wall. Here we go now. On the money from 12 feet away.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
So here's Burks. The Pelicans make their last shot. Lamb with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Turner with a screen on George. In the corner, Crowder with it from deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here's Crowder. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Knight against Wall. Screen by Howard. Knight. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Knight's got his first bucket of the night.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Moniunas with the steal. Ahead for the finish. And it's George finishing it off.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Wall against Knight from 12 feet out. Moniunas, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Wall dishes to Lamb. New Orleans moving it around. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Moniunas, a screen on Wall. The shot by Knight, no good.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Crowder, and it's sent back by George. The shot by Turner, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Moniunas, a screen on Jang. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Turner.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, he had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Out to the wing. Howard against Jang.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Lamb. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He feeds it to Crowder. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Turner. And it's sent back by Howard. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. So for the Pelicans, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Lee comes in for Gorgie Dang. And Goodwin subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. The Celtics also changing it up. Pachulia comes in for Dwight Howard. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Moniunas.
Now let's check out some stats for Knight. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
And the 3 off target. Burks with the steal. And that one's good, Barnes.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Wall. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor. You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Crowder. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Knight kicks to Barnes. Barnes sets a screen for George. Back to Barnes from the arc. And it's good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And Wall. Here we go now. Now here's Lee. Burks covering. Right side, Lee. And it's Goodwin. That time on the assist from David Lee. Goodwin's got his first 2 points of the night. Well, it was the Boston Celtics. Their last game, a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
The Pelicans trail. Outside, Wall. Over to the left wing. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And George, here we go, comes up empty off the pick.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. It's hauled in by Paul George. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Watson the pass to George. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Harris. That ball's nice feed that time from George. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
Austin with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Harris kicks to George. And he hammers that one down right in the face of David Lee.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Goodwin. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Muscle flex time on that jam.
He wanted these people to hear that one.
I tell you what, the force was with him on that
one. George up top. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Count the bucket.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 3. On New Orleans, back in a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court. that he's after.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah. Or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics, Moniunas out there with Howard. Then there's Harris. Then it's Lawson. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Alec Burks checked in for Barnes. And Knight subbed in for Harris. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Outside Knight. There's a screen by Moniunas. Lawson dishes to Howard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Lawson outside. Kicks it to Howard. Cannot hit, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
0-2 for them in this matchup last year, Greg. Both teams fighting every second of the way, trying to push into the playoffs in their respective conferences.
Lawson the pass tonight. He kicks it to Moniunas. Passes it to Lawson. Moniunas, that's a screen for Lawson. Oh, that's blocked. 3-on-3. And Lamb kicks to Wall. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Wall's got 8 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. 3rd in steals, 3rd in blocks. And they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
And you look at all those steals. I mean, they play an in-your-face, aggressive style of defense. Even advancing the ball can prove to be a challenge, and they tend to feed off of that.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Moniunas. He dishes it to Knight. Moniunas, that's a screen for Knight. Pass to Moniunas. Offensive rebound. Howard gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Howard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant, Clark, as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Here's Burks. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And again, John Wall. Wall's got 6 in the quarter.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a three-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Lamb kicks to Wall. That's good. Wall's got 12.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
2 on the clock. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
Kevin, that's been a nice run lately. They're making a strong effort on the board, and it's working and paying dividends for them.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. Lee comes in for Gorgie Dan. And Goodwin subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. And then for Boston, J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. And Georgia subbed in for Ty Lawson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And George kicks to Howard. Outside Knight. And it's Hickson in the corner. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And here's O'Quinn. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Dishes to Crowder. There's the pick. From the arc. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. Knight dishes to George. Back to Knight. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
And he gets the bucket. Lee's got his first bucket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Some changes for Boston. Pachulia comes in for Dwight Howard. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Burks. To the middle. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Now, here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. Count the bucket. O'Quinn's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Pachulia the pass tonight. Shot from 16, and another basket for Boston.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
feeds it to O'Quinn. Barnes grabs the miss. Boston leading by 6. Harris kicks to Knight. Can't hit. Good D by Lee.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
40 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Nato covered by Barnes. They get it again. O'Quinn, and he banks in the layup. O'Quinn's got 8 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Goodwin. Some solid defense from Knight. From 15 feet away, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And a pretty tightly contested.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go, here I go, here I go, go. And once again I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down, pulls me down low. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye, have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same.
off when I enter the building.